Hi. You don't have to sit here if you don't want to. Good morning.
I feel like I'm blocking now.
You can
see your faces.
So I'm gonna skip the prayer since y'all all attentively listened to the prayer. I was very disruptive. I'm sorry. My name is Patricia Gunnels. This is
Karen Chen Rimmer.
and that's Eon Lee and Apple Wong. So we're your PTO officers for this year. Thank you for coming.
And thank you to teacher Mrs. Jones
Yes.
here and Ms. Grant here.
She's our counselor, our
Yes,
on-site
she's our
counselor.
counselor.
So we're just going to go through the agenda really fast.
Yes, everybody signed in and have some of these. Okay.
So the minutes, we actually went through them online and edited, so I'm going to skip that as well. They're already available on the website from the last meeting. Just some announcements. So spaghetti dinner tickets are available for purchase online. They're $8 online after the deadline, which I can't remember the date.
The Wednesday
Before, so like the end of September.
the end of September.
They're going to be $15, and you have to buy them at the door. Let's see. The father-daughter dance that's going to be the first weekend in May, and we have a committee head, Denise Lee. Hi, come on in. Yes, ma'am. There's food over here if y'all want, and water.
Yes, that's yogurt.
So please help yourself. There's
fruits, strawberries.
Yeah, Denise is the committee head, so we're looking for committee members, and actually I'm not sure what the best way is to have people sign up for that. I could do a sign up genius.
I think you already have one.
Do I have one? Because I have a sign up genius. On the entire school-wide thing?
I think so, yes.
I don't know, so I guess I could put in the newsletter to see if anybody wants to, because I feel like last year a lot of people really wanted to, and they don't always know. Like, they haven't met yet. I don't think they'll meet till after.
It was a new event last year.
Right, so not everybody got a chance.
Yeah, so everything's new, so we encourage.
Yes.
So we encourage.
Plan.
Yes.
And if we can, I can talk to the primary about them.
Yes, that would be very helpful, because I know.
Sign up. They don't see their parents.
Correct, right? Y'all do.
Yeah.
So, if they want to be involved with that event, because I know there were a lot of moms who wanted to and they didn't get to last year. Okay, the other one is the committee that's been established is the mother-son, Min Win. Hi, Miss Wooten. No. And that one, the date, I can't remember. I think it's in April. If I remember, you don't remember off the top of your head when the Derby is the mother-son?
The mother-son.
I know you, right? Yeah, I think it's in April.
It may be that we need to change it because
Okay.
The March 7th, because basketball football is using the gym.
Oh. See, that's the problem when we try to do it ahead of time. Then the sports happens, and then we have to switch everything. Okay, so right now it's April 7th.
March.
I'm sorry, March 7th. Oh, okay. So we need to find a new date. So I'll talk to Min, or I'll have her.
April 4th is the dad's date.
Okay, April 4th.
Was it April? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I had that all wrong. Sorry. It's on the website. If you look under the school-wide events, the dates are there. So, but I'll have to note that we're going to be moving the mother and son.
I need to get with Philip to make sure that they are using the gym for the
Okay. So that is also Min's the committee head, and if people want to be a part of it, there is a sign-up genius for that, and I'll figure out how we'll disperse that. So if people want to be involved in that, they can too. So the walkathon, which is it's like a little marathon we have on campus that happens in February. Actually, it's Valentine's Day this year because Steps is the next day.
It is the Friday before the diocese
Marathon.
5K. Yeah, so it's like rehearsal, but it's for our own school for the student to walk in the.
Well, so the Steps, like not a lot of students or parents actually, because the parents have to
Because
drive
it's
out there
early,
at
yeah.
5 a.m.
It's very early.
So they don't always get to do it. And so we have our own here, and that's something we used to do when I was in school here. We didn't have the steps. We would just have a walkathon thing here, and that was a fundraiser. So we're looking for committee head for that.
Yeah,
if anybody knows.
For that event, for that fundraiser event, we usually just like maybe 2 weeks in advance, we just send out to every kid to a platform so that they can ask for donation around and then bring them back, and then like maybe 2 days before, a day before, we prepare their little what do you call it, the tag.
So we
the running
track their
tag,
laps.
yes,
Yeah.
so that we see how many laps they do, and on the day of course, it'll be the great event, decorations and all, and then that's pretty much it.
It's one of the easier
Yeah,
events
it's
because
not too.
So you only need them like 2 days before.
Yeah.
because I
Yes.
think the pledge sheets will probably just send home,
Yes.
and then so it's just the collection, adding the
Adding
money,
up the money, yes.
and yeah, because we even have a sign up genius for volunteers out there. I mean, and the teachers are out there too. So it's one of the easier events.
It's a fun day on that day because they come, they run, and we'll provide. Usually, this year we should do the thing to provide popsicle because they'll be
For everybody.
They like that.
And water and all
Hi,
that.
Brittany. Good morning. So yes, that's and it's one of the school's
Big fundraiser.
biggest fundraiser.
I have a
Yes,
just a
ma'am.
comment about that. Last year, I know maybe it was just new people, but it was very confusing for the teachers about what we do with all the things like that. I think they said something about this, send their punched out card home, and then but some people hadn't, I don't know, it was like some people hadn't brought back their pledge sheet.
Yes.
Yes.
But we needed the pledge sheets, and it was just a new type of thing, so if we could just have more clarity on exactly what do we do with their cards, what do we do with their pledge sheets, that would make it
Okay.
easier for us.
For sure. So
Yes.
the pledge sheet should be collected
They were
But then on
collected that day, or some
Yes.
of them did that, and then
because
some of them
because the envelopes should have money. Sometimes we'll have money in them, so they'll bring it, and then we have to tally up. So sometimes they have to go back and collect, right? But the actual running laps, we should get those.
Yeah, last year they said hang on to them until they.
But then also, but if they need to use how many laps they run to get the money, right?
Right, but we're supposed to write that down on the sheet.
Oh, on this, okay. I said,
We
oh,
collect the tags, we write on the sheet, and then we give it back.
Just let it, we do
Yes.
whatever you want us to do, but
Yes.
if we know in advance, it's
Okay.
a little easier, because that day, running, getting these, and some had money, some had.
Yes.
So
Yes.
This one with the money over here.
Yeah.
It would be, and it's fine, just whatever you want us to do.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's good.
So yeah, we need to proceduralize that and have
Yes.
it ready by January. Okay. Let's see. So we have an Amazon wish list, but the items are there's not that many. I do have these questionnaires that Eon made. They're very cute.
Yeah,
And so I'm
excellent.
starting to use these to get an idea of what people want. But if there's some way, because I know the teachers are busy. So I don't know a good way to get that information of what to put on the wish list.
Can we put our own personal things on it? Because I went in there and I just wasn't sure.
So it's an account. It's the school's account, and Stephen let me log in just to add to the.
Oh, okay, so we just need to let you know what.
Right, like you could email me the link. But if y'all could get the word out to the teachers, and if anybody just happens to know, you can always email the PTO. It's
I'll let the
SFDS.
teachers know and I'll coordinate.
Oh, thank you. But that, yeah, because I know there's things that they want and need that we can
Yes.
buy off Amazon, but we haven't gotten a good system. And that's brand new, so I imagine we'll work that
It's
out.
very much appreciated.
Hopefully. And then we have to work on advertising that. Like I need
Yes.
Stephen to put in the newsletter.
It could be that the teachers know what they want, but they just haven't found it on Amazon yet. So
That too, right? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they know what they want. They just haven't.
Well, we could put a list too for stuff that aren't in it. Like I just type it out on the website. So
Yes.
if it's like if they email it to you and we can't find it on Amazon, we can just say these items are needed.
Because I made my own public list,
Right.
and it's very clear who it is. I mean, a lot of things on there that will.
Oh, on your Amazon?
Yes, and it's public, but that's just what I did, and because I just couldn't figure out how to do it.
Organized.
I don't know.
So yeah, so I could, if you can email me your wish list, then that might be easiest for you. So you don't have to send me the items. Then I can look at it and then add them. That's exciting. Okay. Let's see. So Spirit Night's coming up. Willie's is the next one.
Tuesday.
Right.
A week from today. Yes.
In the Sugarland.
Yes.
And then in January we have Urban Air. Which one? Which Urban Air? The Sugarland one?
Yes.
Also Sugarland. Mm-hmm. So that one's nice because well, it's the tickets that they're giving us a percentage of. So if you want to eat at home, because I know it's because their concession stand is not always.
Wait, what? Because they won't give back on foot.
They won't give back.
January 2nd.
Yes. Only ticket, only addition.
And then oh, so these are confirmed. And then the next one we have confirmed is in March at Flippin' Patty's, which is delicious.
Yes.
And then things that we're working on. So in February we're looking at Chuck E. Cheese in Sugarland.
What's the date on the Flippin' Patty?
I'm still recording. Oh. March 24th.
Oh, okay.
That's how we should advertise it. Mrs. Wong's birthday at Flippin' Patty's.
Yeah. She's
The party.
Buy all, oh, do you have an extra one?
They're over here. And then Small Cakes, which is our one of our 6th grade moms. She owns the Small Cakes out in, remind me.
Missouri City and Richmond.
Yes.
She has 2. Yes.
But it's the one in Missouri City? Is that the one we're doing? And we're trying to, right, because it's desserts, right? So we're trying to coordinate with the Raising Cane's, like, right by it. So you can, like, eat and then get dessert. So that's what we're working on. And then November is more of a mom's night, right? We're trying to get.
Yes. It's the Pinot Palette, so it's like a drinking.
Can teachers come to
Oh, yes.
Yeah, great. Don't take pictures of
I'll
me.
drink yours. It's okay. Or Apple. Apple and I will drink yours.
I've always wanted to. I would love to be with all you guys. Your senators.
Yes, absolutely. So that's ladies' night over at Pinot's Palette.
We have
That's what we're working on.
dates already.
I already emailed her. She said either one is fine.
So what are the which 2 dates are the options?
The ones right before the grandparents' day. The 2 Fridays before.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Either.
So it would be either the 15th or the 18th of November. So those are Fridays. Yeah. Do y'all have would you rather like the week before grandparents? So like grandparents' day is the last day, and we have a half
Well, some
day.
people go out of town.
Right, so you think the 8th maybe?
Oh, wait, is it the 8th?
It's not grandparents' day though.
Right.
Not
So the
grandparents'
choices
day.
are. She
Oh.
said we could either do the 8th or the 15th.
Oh, gotcha.
They're both
Yeah,
Fridays.
I think so.
Does anybody care?
I think it's fine.
No, I can't.
She was
think.
It's kind of low key holiday. You know, you're not doing.
It's true. Not so ahead of time, right?
Yeah.
Miss Wooten, is there any preference on the school? There's not like I don't know about sports wise.
There are no games on Fridays.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so we're
Um,
so either one.
8th or the 15th.
Yeah, November 8th or 15th.
Maybe the 8th, so it's not so like, oh, I have this.
So
and
close
I have
to-
this,
Right.
and that. Yeah.
Like psychologically less
Yeah.
overwhelming. Okay, so the
Most
8th.
progress reports come in on the 15th. Maybe
So the 8th is what we're thinking. Okay. All right, so that's it for general announcement. So old business is not really, so it's going to be ongoing. The Cookoff, this is a thing we're doing with Dad's Club. They're kind of taking the lead on it, so which is why we don't have a lot to say about it. It's going to be on April 18th. So I did get, I spoke to Mary Jane's husband, was it Roland, right?
Mhm.
Who's a chef at Perry's, and he said he would be willing to
Be
judge.
a judge, yes.
And as far as he's concerned, she just told him dessert. So we could open, it doesn't have to be pies, we could open it up to, because I know we have a lot of bakers that bake a lot of different delicious things. Well, so I have cash that I'm going to put up for $100 for first place, $50 for second, and $25 for third. That will be general overall, but we can do other little ribbons or something for other.
Mhm.
But he said that would be fine. He would just judge overall.
And maybe Charlotte would judge?
Charlotte.
Oh.
We have to ask. I have to make sure that she has time. Yes.
Mhm.
It's just gonna enter, maybe.
Yes,
Right?
well, because they're professional.
Yeah.
She shouldn't, right? She shouldn't enter.
Because she's a professional, right? So
Yeah.
that it was for amateur
Yes.
bakers. Yes, amateur, but nonetheless delicious. So we're hoping. Yes, that's a great idea. We'll ask Charla. And then and the other one was I don't know his first name. Charity Dixon's husband, right? What's his name? Mitch. Is it Mitch? Also a chef, so we could ask him too. So that would be 3, right?
Mhm.
Charla. Any others? I know we wanted to ask Father to see if we can make it. Other than that, does anybody else we would like to invite or?
It'd be nice to just invite Deborah Haney, superintendent,
Okay.
and maybe our cluster leader, Renee Muniz. Just invite the cardinal and.
Come on down.
Have a free night. Free meal by him.
So it'll be a chili, and then so the PTO is going to provide hot dogs and chips, so that people, you don't have to eat a whole bowl full of chili. Plus the kids, right? They're not going to want to eat. Like my kids won't. They'll eat for sure a hot dog.
Yeah.
And then Stephen was saying that Dad's Club's talking about maybe having some games out there, like we had cornhole for at the bazaar, things like that, like to play on the field, which would be fun. So hopefully, see how that goes. All right. So I don't know if there's anything else for us to do. I spoke to, other than to get the hot dogs, I might ask Mary Jane if she knows anybody. Miss Pigneri said we could, I didn't know if it would be cheaper if we ordered through her, if she increased, like I talked to her a month before, it's our cafeteria, when they order, if it's cheaper to order through them and then we pay them, or so we're going to figure that out. But if we can get a donation, that would be nice. I can also ask Stan, right, see if she knows anybody. So we're going to try and get some donations first, but we have some time for that. So the next was, I have box tops, so Brittany has kindly agreed to head up our box top collection. But since there's changes, so we were testing
So I
out.
have a
Go
question.
ahead.
So when you scan the receipt on your app, on your phone, you need to scan the actual line items or just the barcode?
No, I don't know. I don't know the new one yet. But on the ones where you would get a bonus, you would have to show where the items were. But I don't know. Has that changed?
I thought it was the barcode.
Well, because we have to test it out.
So who has tested out? Who has actually done it?
I've only done the bonus ones or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And you did have to show the line item.
Mhm.
Tyler home to the front office, please. Tyler home to the front office.
So what we were hoping is if it was just the barcode, then people could
Yeah.
send you the pictures of their
Yeah.
barcode, and then we could just scan them. But Stephen was pointing out, he's like, no, you have to
He said he
do,
tried, and then the barcode is not.
and like you can't even take the whole, like you have to add it. I
Yeah,
remember that.
That's not. I mean, because I'll have a receipt like this.
That long,
and then
You have,
take chunks because it depending
Yeah.
on where the
And it has
item
to
is
line
in the
up.
list.
like you
Yeah.
said, it was annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's disappointing.
Yeah.
Yes,
They're saying they're making it really.
they're making it hard.
Well, they kept taking off items and
They
things
took off
like that.
Kleenex, they took off like.
Yeah.
So
supplies.
So they're not doing like the regular.
There's the old.
if they still
old-fashioned, yes,
exist,
yes.
then we can turn them in.
And if they are not expire, they
Right.
still work.
2020, I think is the end.
Yes.
You can turn it into Brittany, but I would say so in the past we had them take it to the teachers, right?
Yeah, because there was a competition.
But so
But
how do
now
we
it
want them
just-
to turn it into the front office?
So we're not
And then
doing
we-
a competition?
Well, because we'd have
do
to
you
put up money
want to
for
set
it.
a price? Or
Oh, sure.
you want to
I mean,
keep
if
doing
we
that?
want to, yeah, that's fine.
We did a popsicle.
Popsicle?
Oh yeah, they do like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
There's a prize, yeah,
Yes.
there for it.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be fancy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I can do it.
So should we just have them turn it into the
To the
teachers?
teachers then.
And then we have to communicate that to the teachers too,
Right.
right? Okay.
Do that.
So just give it to your kid. To answer your question. Yeah, and then I guess we'll have to figure out the changes. So let me see, but so So I'll
If
roll
people
in.
want to turn in receipts, I'm happy to do that. I know that people might be weird about
Right.
what's on their
That's
receipt
what
or
we're
whatever,
saying.
but
Don't judge me.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of boxed wine and
So, but if people
And Kleenex.
don't care, then I'm happy to take the receipt and then.
right. That would be probably easiest. Yeah, but I don't know if people want to. I agree.
Mhm.
Yeah. So we can offer that though,
Yeah.
and then they can just decide if they want to do it or not. And then so the other thing is if they want to do it at home, they can just set St. Francis de Sales right as their chosen, and then they just do it at home.
Yes.
But yeah.
Each time I've done it, it's really not difficult. It's just I mean I bought all the stuff the last time and then I think I threw away the receipt accidentally. So that's frustrating because you know if it's not just top
That's
of
what
mind.
happens to me.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm like actively trying to do it, so it was extra frustrating. So for people who aren't, you know, really in that mode.
Right. You might forget. So I'm thinking.
Does HEB still do the list points? If you buy like the Green Giant, whatever. I used to always go in and buy the cans of Green Giant vegetables, and it was a bonus.
They had one not too long
So they
ago,
do still have
but
that.
yeah, I mean, not too long ago, maybe in the last 6 months, but I haven't seen one recently.
If you find out, you might want to put that out.
Yes.
Joe and-
I know that right now Randall's has one buy 5 and get 20 bonus. But normally HEB does a significant one, like 100 or,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
something.
remember when you
Yes.
got those extra ones.
Yes,
when we got
1,000,
that
yes.
HEB,
Mhm.
100 point things.
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Jackson said usually the coordinators, like she would get them from Box Up
Oh,
Company.
Oh.
But I guess sometimes HEB have them,
They have
and then you
them.
have to ask
You
the
have to
people
and
there.
they'll say, oh yeah, I want to get rid of all these.
Well,
I
because
mean, how many did you get that one?
1,000.
Oh, wow.
But that'll probably be going away since it's electronic now.
That's true, yes.
I think the store bonuses come from the store, or they had been, you know, in their little coupon machine.
That they do.
Cor-
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Cortina.
just spit it out,
something like
but you
that.
had to ask about that too, because it didn't always spit out.
Mm-hmm,
But you know, just go to the manager, and that's when he started giving me all these extras.
mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, so do you want to talk about spaghetti dinner?
Spaghetti dinner, we are collecting donations. If you have something to donate or the auction, you're welcome to bring something. Class projects is another major push that we have to, you know, let the
This chunk.
let the classes know, you know, to
Like-
work on the projects because we want to show them early to let everybody know
Yeah, they're due next week,
next Friday.
next Friday.
Yes.
The class project, they're due.
Yes. So they are usually, a lot of people, you know, like to get them. So, also we will need a lot of help on that day or even maybe a couple of days in advance to, let's say, you know, wrap up items for display, get supply, you know, run to, you know, get the donation from different places. So there's a sign-up genius already created
For the
on the
day.
PTO on the day for spaghetti dinner. So we would like to see more volunteers.
They're going to be on display before the spaghetti dinner. Is that what you were saying?
So with the class projects, what we're wanting is to take a picture because they're going to be, those will only be biddable. They'll be here. So when you come here, you can see them. But to bid on them, you'll have to go online to bid on them. So yeah, we want the pictures and we want them ahead so we tend to display them in the front office so that people
Yes.
can see them.
Yes.
Stephen tries to put pictures in the newsletter. We try to have them by the classroom so that people can see. Because those are the ones that people seem to be, they want to know what it's like. Yeah, they want to see it.
Is the bidding live as soon as, say, like the item is received? Or I
Yeah, we
mean-
can turn it on, yes,
Yeah.
immediately.
Yes.
So you can start.
Mhm.
And you can set a maximum, so it'll automatically bid over people,
Oh, yes. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. That's
which is
good.
nice.
Yes.
Anything else on spaghetti?
How is it coming as far as items? The number of
Oh.
items?
We have.
What do we
30
need? Do we have
something,
gaps that we can advertise about?
So we've gotten, I think most of the high schools we've gotten baskets from, right?
Yes.
And then, I'm trying to think.
we got
Top of my head.
tickets to Lexington Farm, Magical Winter, Magical Light. Those
Oh, cool.
awesome. Yes. We have same like zoo membership, Arboretum
The
membership.
Arboretum, yeah.
A rain doorbell. A few, just different items from
Some
the
gift
family. So
certificates.
we have pretty good amount already, like 50. Plus the school activities too, like principal of the day. We always have those.
Oh, this year there's a new one. It's
Yeah.
Field Day King or Queen.
Yes, your child will
I
be.
should have brought the crown. So there's a nice crown that each child gets, and then a T-shirt. I just had them made. They'll be made to the child size, whoever wins. So it says Field Day King and Field Day Queen. And so on the assembly right before Field Day, they'll have a coronation ceremony where Karen and I will present them with their crowns and present to the school their new Field Day King and Queen. And then they get to make proclamations that, of course, have to be approved by Prime Minister Wooten. And then, so on that morning, whatever she approves, like in the morning announcements, they'll tell them. So when you see your Field Day King and Queen, you have to count backwards from 10 to 1, skip number 3, or like give them the royal high five, whatever they decide, right, that she approves. And then on that day, Karen and I will have T-shirts that say "Servant to the King and Queen,"
Royalty.
or SFDS
royalty.
royalty, yes. And we're gonna give them water bottles and like ring a bell and say, "Make way for the King."
We have a big fan.
That's right. We'll be their servants.
Yes.
And make sure that the people hold up their decrees.
Yes.
So that's for Field Day. So they are King and Queen for Field Day. They get to open the ceremonies and whatnot. So they're great.
Yes, that's a new item.
So that's a new
It'll
item.
be fun.
We're going to be going around and telling the kids. It'll be fun for us, even if
We're so looking
Make sure your kids win.
No, they'll be ruthless. My daughter. Okay. And then there's the normal. We have the principal for the day is going to be 2 days, right, this year, and that one's the kids love that one so much. My daughter this morning, we went in to make photocopies, and she said, I've been in here before. I said, oh, really? She said, when I was principal for the day. So Miss Wooten gives them an agenda. She takes them around to their meetings, and they love it. They have she has their own clipboard. Yes, they do the tardies. She knows how to open the gate because she was in the front office in Miss Press. They love that too. Miss Wooten also donated 2 stockings this year, and they're beautiful.
Yes, they are handmade by her.
Yes.
I got my next one.
Really?
Oh, wow.
So Karen and I are gonna go around to show the kids because that one was a popular item too because she's gonna sew their name on it.
Personalize it. Yes.
From your principal, yes. And they're beautiful. Yes. Okay, so I think those are the big highlights. Everything is going smoothly as far as we can tell. Just the project.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's always hard. Okay, so then Mr. Fernandez recently asked us to help him out with our school masses. Karen made a sign up genius because what he's finding is that our kids will come and they're supposed to be the greeters that day, and
On Sunday?
on our mass. Yes. So they open the door and they greet everybody. But since he's busy setting up for mass, like he can't give instructions and whatnot. So we made a sign up genius so the parents know if their chance. So the parents will get an SOS point and just to make sure that their kids are there where they're supposed to be and that they're greeting, so that we don't lose greeters and whatnot. And Karen already made a sign. She has the details on there. So you ask them to give their child's name and their grade in the comment, right? But
there's no training to it, right?
No.
They just have to show up, open doors, greet them, and then after mass they hand out the bulletins.
The bulletins, yeah, that's it. And it's a community-wide event, so that I don't think the training's even required. So it's easy because the parents don't have to do much to get an SOS point, right? So we just pending his approval, right, before we post it.
I want him to look at this.
Yes. So Fall Faith and Family Night is coming up at the end of this month. So we have several volunteers signed up. So what he communicated to me is a difficulty is that we'll have volunteers, but usually their parents, they want to be at the events. But what he needs is somebody to sit and like collect the food and kind of stay there and like instruct people, here, you bring your food here. but they're wanting to go do
Well,
things.
I know something else in advance is prepping for all the classes, that projects that the kids do when they come back to the classrooms. Because I know some of us teachers were there like one night till 6 or 7, just, cutting and getting everything ready.
Oh,
That might be another area that parents can help in
that'll
advance.
be in like 2-3 days in advance.
Yeah, something like that. And then, that way they can read and
Ask.
participate that night, but still volunteer.
Okay,
So
so we'll ask him if he can get us
it's
that
already
stuff.
filled. I'm not getting.
Yes, and maybe, but if we might need more,
Yes.
yeah,
So
so
like the 2 days in
if there's,
advance.
yeah, so maybe we can set one for 3 days before,
Mhm.
and we could send it home with their child, maybe.
But get with him because I don't.
Right, we'll have to find out. I don't know what he has planned that night, right?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
and sometimes it's, on the fly. Like
Yes.
last year we were doing it on Friday.
Yes.
Before. But, that's just how.
Yes.
Okay.
It's okay though.
Well, but I will ask. Maybe he already has an idea. I know that. Okay, so that was it for that. So I was wanting to use St. Agnes girls to help that night, especially with the food. But I haven't. Steven's had trouble getting a hold of Stephanie over there because he's also trying to get St. Agnes volunteers for spaghetti dinner that evening. So I may have to go over there. But we'll figure
You
it out.
want me to check in with her?
Sure. Yeah, no, I was like, no, Brittany, you went to school with her. Yeah, she's an alum here. Oh yeah. So I don't know if he sent her an email and I just need to follow up.
What's the message to send? Just asking if there are volunteers, or if she's asked for volunteers, or what?
So we're running volunteers for Faith and Family Night, the 27th, and then spaghetti dinner, which is 10/4. And I don't know what Steven said in his email because I wasn't CC'd on it. But I know he asked her to ask about. Maybe he sent her a general email.
Okay.
But I know we need for those 2 dates. And on the spaghetti dinner, we were wanting about a 12 ideally.
Mm-hmm.
12.
Yes, and Faith and it'll be right after school, so they could come down the street and not have to go. We would feed them, and then we give them their instructions.
Okay.
The Faith and Family Night that starts at. Well, actually, you know what? They could, if there's something for them to do, they could come right after school and help
Depends
set
on
up.
North End.
Yes, what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
but that would be less, maybe 4. No, no more than 4. Thank you, Brittany.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing, so Mrs. Wooten, since you're here, can you show your little, so she has this piece of jewelry, that's our logo.
Oh, cool.
And so she was saying that she would really love for us to be able to offer that in the spirit shop.
Not just like this.
But as a charm for a bracelet.
Not
But,
half the size.
yes, for a little girl.
This is what you get for 20 years of service to the school, and then there's a silver one for 10 years. But just over the years, I thought it'd be really nice if,
Like a 1/2 inch, right?
especially the girls, you have about 1/2 inch, charm that they could either wear on a bracelet or a necklace, or even, parents too, because it's a cross. And, I
So-
just look at all the little girls with our little things, and, sure it'd be nice to have ours on there, and it's such a nice logo.
Yes, and it lends itself to it. So,
We need to find a jewelry maker.
so I used to work for a diamond wholesaler, and know so nowadays, since we have an electronic, they can cut it, but when it's a couple of pieces, it tends to be expensive. So I don't know if we want to ask Fan if she knows any jewelers.
We can.
Probably does.
Right? Yeah, that maybe could do it cheaper. Because my guy, I know he can do it, but I don't know that the price will be reasonable.
I mean, the guy who makes, the first load of them, for the first couple of years was by James Avery. But he stopped making individual customized jewelries. But he gave us the mold. And one of my neighbors is a high-end jeweler who, by appointment kind of thing. And so he has been making these. And they would be sort of untouchable. I would not put them on the neck of a little girl, let's just say. And the thing is that I tell them now that we need one for January.
Right.
And maybe even too late, but
Right.
for them to work it in. I know I went online and found a company, of course, I don't know what the prices would be, you'd want it to be accessible,
Yes.
you know, that it'd be something you'd want, you don't want it to be so outrageous. And a lot of times it is the number
Yeah.
you get.
Right.
But anyway, I guess if we could just put feelers out,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try and look at the one that I found online.
So last year,
So ideally, if we could offer options like silver and or gold would be pretty. But yeah, I'll ask my jeweler because I know that he just has a computer program, and so they just cut it. But I don't know. Yeah, the cost per.
so last year, Megan's friend, she's a custom jeweler too.
Oh,
We can ask her to see if she can do it.
So yeah, it's just to if you know of anybody or know anybody who knows anybody, let us
Right.
know.
Could it come from the Philippines?
Anywhere.
Because my mother-in-law could get it done in the Philippines. She goes every other month.
Yeah, if they can.
I don't care where it comes from.
Yeah, we don't care. We're just trying to get it a reasonable price.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know, just, I think, you know, we want it to be quality and the quantity right and the price right. And, you know,
So yeah.
She loves
so yeah, everybody can just put their feelers out to see what we can get. It'd be nice, you know, by springtime or.
Do you want a ring?
I was thinking that just last
Because
night.
it'd be
when I
pretty as a ring.
was, going on my James Avery catalog that I've been stacking up. Yeah.
It'd be very pretty.
The only problem with that is that then you have to have a stock of different sizes.
Well, no. So I was thinking, my God, you order it. So they make it when you order it. If it's with a computer, they don't carry the stock. They just make it. So maybe we could ask him for that, and maybe that added because I'm thinking people that might want that, maybe an alum or somebody's graduating or, yeah, they would make it rather than carry because that way you can't carry all the sizes.
Right. What size?
Oh, sorry.
We can start and then expand in our jewelry line.
You know what would be pretty is if they had like the logo as the links, you know, you had a bracelet.
Oh,
Wouldn't that be
yeah.
cool?
And then for the boys, they do leather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of 8th grade graduate.
All right. But yeah, I just thought that was a lovely idea. So the next thing, PTO is in charge of, on Catholic Schools Week, is the last week of January. On that Friday, there's some retired teachers come and we serve them like a brunch. And it's maybe a dozen, I think, if I remember from last year, in here. And I think it was 11 last year sometime, because they go to Mass. Right.
So
So
9:30, and then we have awards, and so they can make it over here about 10-ish. So
and they really do love that brunch. There's a letter from Miss Bach, who was my second grade teacher here, thanking us. It's a beautiful card, like her writing is perfect. Yeah, so I don't know. We're trying to decide whether we're going to do a sign-up genius or just ask people if
I think it was pretty successful having,
the sign-up
hey,
genius.
this is what we want, you know, here's
Very
the recipe.
specific.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like everybody liked the direction and like, you know, okay, I can do
I know
this.
exactly
or-
what to do, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And how many. They
Yeah.
even had how many last year.
Mhm. I mean, that seemed to go over
I mean, so the thing is that the four of us, or if you ask us for a menu,
We don't cook.
we don't cook. So if y'all have ideas for a menu, we could ask Elizabeth and Sally because they came up with the menu last year.
Mhm.
Like I know Elizabeth, I'll just ask Elizabeth. She'll send me like 100 pins. Here, put this up.
Yeah.
And go together. And I was thinking about reaching out to Christine because Christine mentioned to me that she does floral arrangements. And there was a mom who did it last year, and I can't. Her name was Olga something or other. And because there was just two small ones, and I think Christine said she would be willing. to do it.
It's
Up here, right?
Yes,
Isn't-
8th grade. Yes.
So she's 8th
She
grade
does
now.
her- yes,
I don't know
yes.
if she'll be too busy, but
I can
No.
ask her.
okay. She
She's
did
very
it last
nice,
year. It
yeah,
was
she's very
good.
nice.
They were beautiful. They were even in school colors. I was impressed. All right. So we'll take care of that. So we'll just do a sign up genius after we
Yes.
get menu help from people who cook. Okay. Okay, so then that's it for new business from us, unless you have anything else, Karen.
I saw, no, not reports.
Okay. Report this.
So,
Miss Wooten, got anything to report to us?
Sure, to me, the years started off really great. And we really appreciate everything that y'all have been doing, and parent support, I think, is what really differentiates our school from a lot of others, is that everyone feels comfortable being part of the school, and I think that's just really important, and you're reaching out to people to include them, is really important. We just want to make sure that you know how much you're appreciated, and just the energy is awesome. And to show everyone how important I think PTO is, I actually cleaned out the conference room outside my office so that the PTO officers have some place to land in the morning instead of sort of, sitting on the sides of chairs and stuff. And so that has to say a lot.
yes,
because it
we
was a
really
effort.
appreciate it. Yes.
It is nice.
So they can, except one chair is being repaired, but they can go in there and, talk and do whatever. And
Yes.
anyway, so I just
you.
thank you for your energy and your
Very nice.
commitment.
Thank you, much appreciated by everybody, all the teachers. We don't always get a chance to say thank you, but as a liaison, it is so much appreciated. I mean, when you see something on your desk and you're like, oh, what is that? Oh my gosh, it just appeared, and it's just so fabulous.
And the welcome
we do
back-
feel so special.
Those welcome back
Yes.
gifts were awesome, all the personalized.
I know. I mean, that was just such that personal touch. But yeah, thank
Good
you
job,
so much.
Yeah, no, it was worth it though.
It was.
They were so cute. Did y'all have anything y'all wanted to, I don't know, let us know? Miss Wade or Miss Jones?
I put it out there and I didn't get anything back, so that's a good sign.
Okay.
Except for just thank you for all of your support. One thing though, do all the teachers know who their coordinators and room parents are?
Maybe not yet, because
Okay, 'cause
we have them, but they just met.
Yeah.
It hasn't been that long.
Okay.
So we just made our group meet, not just like last week, right?
That's something I never thought of doing.
So we need to send that out to you.
Yeah, to all the teachers.
Yes. So yeah, in the past we introduced ourselves, right, of our own.
And then when the teachers want to ask, they just ask someone.
Yeah.
Oh, who's the,
Ask who
yes,
they're-
and yes. So,
Just
yeah,
let
we
them-
do, it's good
So we'll
to-
let them know to introduce.
Yeah, just
Yes.
show them the spreadsheet.
We
yeah.
can email y'all the
That would be great.
spreadsheet. So you would have their names and their contact information, and you'll know the other rates too, just in case you need to. Okay.
The Spirit Night's the same night as the soccer coaches meeting
Which one?
this
Willie's?
week, or next, yeah.
September 17th?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
So that'll be a little rough.
You'll have your meeting there.
Good idea, yeah.
It's the league. It's the league
Oh.
coaches
Oh,
meeting.
so then we go to.
Mhm.
Invite them all.
Got a place for us to
Mention St. Vincent de Sales.
There's actually soccer games that night too, but we'll be going over there.
17th.
Those are my games.
Okay, next Tuesday.
So, yeah, that's
So
a little bit
Lily's
of a
was very nice. They gave us
Yeah.
signs for car
Yes, we have
lines.
stickers
Oh,
to
cool.
remind
Stickers.
the kids, yes, to take home, yes. They're very nice.
What
And the
time does
onion
it
rings
start?
are great.
4 to like
Believe, yes.
at least 8.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of kids practice on a lot of teams practice on Tuesdays. So
That's like a problem all year. There's always some
Yeah, you
sports.
can accommodate.
Right.
yeah.
So
Like
whoever,
with my fun club, I'm like,
yeah.
basketball club,
Yes,
all the- every
violin,
every
piano.
day, I'm like, oh, I have to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
this
always
is
a
September.
Right.
You know?
So we just
I
tried.
don't know what October.
Yes.
So I'll send my parents. They don't load up.
Sally's not here. Sally's our new family ambassador. She's great at it.
Do we have new families here? No? Yes. You're in the group chat, the group meet, and have you been getting good information from Sally and everybody else? Okay, good. Very good.
Welcome.
Spirit Shop. So we're working up the kinks of the online
Yeah,
Okay.
so we had the first round of ordering from August 12 to August 19th, and then we delivered them last week already. And then the second round is open right now, so if you
And it
miss something,
closes this Friday.
yeah, just go on and order.
You'll have that in the news. I mean, it's
It's in the
on
newsletter, yes.
Mhm.
So, yeah,
It's just that there are some missing items that they didn't put in with the orders, and we don't know who they belong to, so we need to send out a notice to the whole school. If you're still missing items, please contact us.
yes, we asked Steven, so he said he was gonna send that out.
Yes.
It's not that many, it's just
Yeah, just
a
a
few.
few
But you would think they would be
shorts.
asking.
Right. Yeah, shorts. That's what,
PE,
yeah, I got.
is somebody
yours,
asking?
yes. Mhm.
Did anybody claim it?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
They can't give a list of who was it.
So once they close it out, because it's closed
So
out.
what happened was there was one item. There are only 12 families ordered, and we only had 9. So they roll on 3 families. You know, you're missing this. You know, it'll come next week. But then they forgot
To make a copy
wrote,
of
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So she
I
said she
forgot
asked
to.
the guys in the back, and they didn't copy
So
the slip, so we'd know who.
we don't know. We have no idea.
So this is the first round, so these are the
Yeah, so
problems we've
we'll-
identified.
We'll be smarter next time.
Right? Yeah.
We'll make
We'll
copies
keep
of the
track.
orders.
We'll be like, who is it? Let us know right now. And right now I'm looking for something. So in October, we're going to run again. We're thinking later October for the hoodies and
For the winter items.
the winter
Is it
items.
Christmas shirt?
Yes. So
To me, that
there
is
are
Yeah.
there.
I can't wait to get it.
Did we vote on the
Oh, yeah.
design?
Not yet. We would like to show
I meant to
y'all,
print it
yes.
out. Let me. I
She
can pull it up.
she designed these 3 t-shirts designs. They are all very good. So maybe we can sit here and try to vote on
Let me pull them
two of
up
them.
so you can see.
They're all very nice, very cute.
Did y'all talk about the 55 t-shirt?
Oh.
No. You received
We did receive, we're still working on it.
working on grading them, right?
Yeah, well, you know, you sort of, it's inspired, that's what they do with the steps for students. These designs inspire the design. Because when you go to Silkscreen, it's this, and then when the design is turned in, it's this.
Mhm.
You know, so we're taking the best parts of different ones.
Okay, so
Cool.
here's one.
So,
I'll show the other.
This is, so what I envision, do you have that Valiant shirt in those units? It's a real shiny gold. So it would be a gold foil, right, rather than yellow. So this is
Nice.
a
Yeah.
Valiant.
That's very cute.
So this has the district theme of B, right? So it's pink.
Oh, cool.
Are they long sleeve or short sleeve?
So these, I think,
Well, I mean, you know, short sleeve to me is better because you
You
can
can
put a shirt under
put
it.
a shirt under
It's so hot.
yeah, she was, yes, I'm never, I like short sleeve, but I don't, you know, I do see kids
The
wearing.
kids, you know.
But they could put a
and
shirt
they're
on.
crazy.
Yes, they wear sweaters,
They're
they
like
wear a sweater.
Sweaters and all that.
Yeah, this is the other day.
So the argument, so that they all like the logo as the snowflakes. right?
Yes, I
And
do.
also, the deal is when we make these, because that's one color, it's cheaper to make. It's the cheapest to make.
Yes.
No, that and the I don't know, the gold foil might be a different price too. So this one, Karen thinks that the what is the Valiant, the Be Naughty, Be Nice.
The Valiant Santa is a little bit hard to make out right. It's, you know, it looks like a Santa, but then
It's got the Valiant hat.
yeah.
So she thinks that would be more appealing to children, to the kids, right? Rather than the tree, which would be more appealing to me.
No.
But then the tree has this year's theme. Be
does.
kind. So all of them has, you know, good.
We can't have too many because
They
people
won't-
don't
yeah,
buy
you
that
won't.
many, honestly,
We may even vote just one.
right? So
And then
We-
next year have a different one.
correct. So we
That's
can
true. We can save it for next year.
we can say
Yes.
you'll be gone.
No, she has a twin.
She has a twin.
You're gonna stay.
So do y'all have a?
No, you
We
don't
wanted to
vote.
hear from other people. If y'all have a preference. The tree.
I like the tree.
Wow.
See, I think to women it's very appealing.
Yeah. To kids, though, the naughty nice, that would be so cute for them. I mean,
Do you think they would like that one or the Santa with the logo? I mean Santa, the snowman.
I think that the naughty.
The night, right? The kids would like that, right? My kids like that one when I showed them. I mean, I thought the snowman's cute and all.
Yeah, yeah.
They're all good.
I think young enough, it'll just be like, here, kid. we're the
Right?
expert.
Yes. But it's
That's
the
true. They're not
it's
gonna know
the-
difference 'cause they're not gonna see
no.
it.
But my daughter has been like opinionated since she was 12 months old. I had to take her with me to buy shoes. I like just turned a year, so there's that. So we're still undecided.
right. You want to?
I mean, it seems like everybody likes the green. And isn't it? Well, I mean, I guess guys.
There's
I don't
only
know
one
if the
other
guys
color
are
on
gonna
the
wear
other.
it, are they? It's,
None of-
it leans a little more feminine. I
They're
think.
all pretty feminine. I feel like, except for the Santa one. Like the male children will wear it, but I think definitely the tree is definitely feminine.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I don't think guys would like that one.
But they don't buy
do
shirts
buy
anyway.
Christmas shirts?
The only
It's mainly
shirt-
for the kids, right? It's mainly for the kids to wear
Yes,
on
to wear
Spirit
on
Day.
Spirit
Yeah.
Days. Maybe the teacher. So maybe we should do the tree. Tree and the Santa.
Can you do two?
Yeah, we can do two.
Oh, I would do.
So because there's a setup, and then we could run the same ones next year, or
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then yes.
because does each design have a setup fee,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
The silk screen,
Yes.
but then they can keep it.
Yes.
It's just a
yes.
one time.
Mhm. Just one time. Yeah.
So I don't know. Do you want to
Minimums on
run?
the order?
It's really low actually
Oh,
for
okay.
the shirts, especially if they're short sleeve, right?
24.
There's a little extra for long sleeve.
Yeah, we'll do short sleeve.
I mean, if we do it accent, they probably
Yeah, they don't.
give us a good.
Yes,
Yes.
they don't care about for shirts, the minimum. The cost is the printing of the silk screen.
Mhm.
And having pictures around the hallways would be good. Super good advertising.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what? Yeah, printing them out.
If you can, yeah. just-
Yes, once she has it mocked up.
Yes.
It's too much. She can't give us one ahead of time. I got to do the run.
You have to pay at home. So, all right.
Well, we could do all three, but
What's the art price for this?
so
It's $25
per color. So but the foil is not a silk screen, so it's just like the Valiant, the shiny.
Oh, I see.
Like the art
it's a
fee,
bar,
or,
it's
like,
final.
what-
No, because we made the art, so I just send
Oh.
them the image and they use it.
The setup fee.
The set, okay.
But that's
the
the
setup.
whole thing, right? And we're for the Spirit Shop for us opening it, correct? So it's just making the silk screen is $25 per color,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's a one-time thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then the foil, I don't know that it really changes. I think we can offer that one. This is not a silk screen
I don't know the foil. Is it? I don't know.
because they
Because they have to order it from another.
they order the foil, yeah.
Yes.
Are we committing to 24 shirts if we want one? If we want all three? What if nobody
No.
orders one of them? Or
Then we just pay the setup fee for the silk screen. That's it.
and that's the $25?
Per color, yes.
Oh, okay.
So that the Santa one would be 50, the snowman would be 25.
And
So-
the naughty.
That's the Santa one.
Oh,
So
same.
the
That'd be
tree
nice.
one
Oh, the tree.
is not even
Screen
a screen printing, it's foil, so that would be separate. So we can ask her. So
Uh-huh.
maybe we can do all three. Because we'll check on the minimums, so we'll see. If not, we'll do the green for sure, and then the Santa, right? Okay.
Mhm.
All right. I think that's it, y'all. We're right at time, so I'll do a prayer. In the Father, Son, and Spirit, amen. Dear Lord, thank you for bringing us here together. Thank you for everybody who shared their time and their energy. We ask that you bless us for the rest of the day and the rest of the year. In your name we pray, amen. Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
I wanted to do one more feedback.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Having the parents watch the videos that night was brilliant. Because I have a feeling they would not go home and watch it.
Mhm.
I mean, it's just.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
I wouldn't watch it. But it was really great, both videos. I think that was really good.
Yes.
Because, we have new kids in pre-K, so
Yeah.
they didn't know a lot of things.
Yeah.
So it was really well done, organized. You did a great job.
Super
I think it was
informative.
really good. Yes, very nice.
Thank you.
Did that go in an email?
Yes. It's on their website too, right?
It is on the website,
There
but
were a lot.
but
I mean, maybe.
I don't know.
everybody
I don't
already
think
knows
it-
all stuff.
it didn't go. I don't think so.
Okay, because there weren't that many people in our meeting this year. in our
I know,
at midnight.
I
I was
heard,
like,
it's
that's so
surprising.
weird.
Well,
Oh, in,
What
in
class?
which
In
class?
first.
Oh, in
Really?
first?
But
That's
that-
a big class too.
Mhm.
for this new thing, that night